Speaking of jobs, the good news out there is that workers are really being a lot more productive than ever before. The bad news is workers have to be more productive because we don't have the people in the offices to do all of the work. Perhaps you've noticed that where you work right now. It's been going on for a few years now. Joining us right now is Brian Hamilton, CEO of Sageworks, a financial analysis firm for privately held companies. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, it's great to be back.
You know, they've got all of these figures that come out and they say that half of workers are unhappy in their jobs, et cetera. We had some really, really tough times. And the bottom line is workers really can only do so much for so long.
Yeah, it's really amazing, actually. I was looking at our trend data from 2003 to 2011, and you can see the profit per employee in 2003 was about $10,800. And in 2011, it's $15,000. So that's a 50% increase over, less than a decade. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the bottom line, though, is, a lot of these workers, I think if we're still working, that's us,
right.
Had to really make up for all the people that had to be let go in 2008, 2009. But that's only supposed to be temporary until, things improve. Then you get some temps in, then you get some permanent people to add to the staff. There's only so far that people can continue to give 150%.
Yeah, I used to think that. I really did used to think that. But if you look at the data, it's really almost a 10-year trend where profit per employee keeps going up. By the way, it doesn't mean that the companies are making more money. It just means that they're making about the same amount of money with fewer people. But the profit per employee is going up. And I thought that would be like a 1 or 2 year type trend, Michael. But really, It's been going on for almost a decade. Now, obviously, this begs the question, what does this mean for jobs? And that's where the really concerning point comes in, because if companies can make more profit per employee, they might not have to hire as many people in the short run. It's a little concerning for the jobs picture.
Well, not only that, but it also, I think, is you have to take a look at, we all want to make sure that we're still employed. You got kids to put through school and mortgages and cars and everything, but at the same time, there is the burnout factor.
Yeah, I think it's true. Now, the one thing I'd say about that, I'm a buyer on that. I think you're right. No question. I'm not going to date myself too much here, but I remember the days when people, would leave for work at 8 and come back at 5 or 6 or whatever.
Right.
My neighborhood, everybody's leaving at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, coming back at 6 or 7 at night. So we're definitely working harder, but what also we have is a mega trend of technology tools that are helping people do more with less. Mm-hmm. So you got that twofold impact where people are working longer, but also they're working more efficiently because of technology. It's almost like we're a victim of our success.
What are we taking a look at as far as the number of jobs that are lost and those being replaced?
This is where, not that I'm a pessimist, I am very doubtful that jobs that have gone away, particularly overseas, are going to come back. We've got a couple of presidential candidates now talking about that. I'm not going to say it's a pipe dream, but I have to say I think that's a real long shot. What I am hoping for is this, though. I think this is the savior that we've had for the last 100 years or 200 years, is as private company revenue goes up, these employers are going to need to hire more people. I mean, there's only so much that the existing employees can do. Mm-hmm. So the real savior here is revenue.
I needed to hear you say that, by the way. Yeah, because otherwise people are going to be going out of their minds going, help us out, Brian. Don't tell them we have endless energy.
No.
But you're saying revenue also is a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, revenue is the biggest driver. I mean, it's great that employees are more productive, but I don't think that it's all gloom and doom, because I do think that as revenue goes up in a company, in a particular company, at some point people have to hire more. Mm-hmm. So private company revenue is the number we've got to watch even more closely, and that continues to go up despite the recession, or I don't know what we're in right now, the stagnation we're in right now. It keeps going up, so at some point, these guys, these folks who run 27 million companies are going to hire people.
One can only hope, because I think we're all tired.
Don't ask me when, though. Don't ask me when.
Then you'd be president. Brian Hamilton, CEO of Sageworks, financial analysis firm for privately held companies. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks a lot, Michael.
All right, now